Alright, we got the chat up here. Alright, so I'm not staying on here long, but I want to come and chit chat with you. So we're doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and then whatever happens, happens. I was in one of my moods, one of my D-Gen moods. Should I go for 3? Let's go for 3. Let's go for 3. Why not? Why not? Because I'm probably going to want another one anyway. But, if you don't know, I do very much love to live life as a degenerate by taking alcohol from a bottle and putting it into a shooter so that I can drink like a homeless man. I don't know why. I don't know why. And yes, this is the not paid advertisement, the Blazing Apple Fireball. It's alright, but it's not really worth it. Like, if you're gonna drink Fireball, the reason you're drinking Fireball is because the cinnamon burn outdoes the whiskey burn. And that taste, that feel of like, oh, I'm a degenerate. That's exactly what you want from the Fireball. But the apple doesn't have that cinnamon burn as much. And so it's actually really tasty. But let me know if you're here, chat, so I can see if it comes up on the screen. I don't know if it's gonna be there. But yeah, the apple one doesn't have that burn, and it's still Fireball, so it tastes like crap. And then it's slightly better on the front end with the apple, but then you get the whiskey aftertaste, and then it just tastes like bad whiskey. It's gonna taste like bad whiskey. I want that cinnamon burn. Again, I'm not great with the chat here. I think whoever's there, say something in the chat so I can see if it comes up on the screen. And if you already did, then that means that I can't see the chat, and I will set that up in a moment. But yeah, just got a new client. Well, Cavapoo. Oh man, Boomer clients. I'm a dog trainer, if you don't know. Boomer clients with tiny little dogs are my favorite clients. And the less they know, the better. Because then it seems amazing when I get her dog to sit. Sit, boo-boo, sit. And she's like, wow, how did you get that so fast? Because I'm a pro, baby. I'm a pro. Let's take one while we're here. Cheers to all of you. And see, with regular Fireball, I could just, there we go. Shout out to Devin Teal. Charlie Kirk is not alive, bro. Sorry. That was 2 weeks ago. We also got Falls Got Cooked. Welcome. Shout out to Chris and Chill Guy. What is going on, guys? I switched the order. Oh, let me get the light. I switched the order of the title. So I'm going to roll up first, and then we're going to take Morty for a walk. But I need my, I need my flavor. I need my power. I need my good stuff. Give 5 of us here. Sup, dudes. Well, Chris, sup, dude? PM. Is there 5 people here? You guys got to say, you got to say something for me to know you're here. Welcome to Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. What is going on, guys? What is going on? Who else is a toker? Who else we got is token up? See, most of my stuff is more right-leaning politics. We got a lot of Christian conservative, oh, you shouldn't be doing the weeds, but that ain't me. Shout out to Boom2 and Mitchell Musson. Welcome, as well as Plankton Mitchell. Subscribe. Thank you so very, very much. What is going on? So, a little key for anybody. Yes, I'm a small dude, but this is, in fact, a giant grinder. Do I have my other one right here? If you are going to get a big grinder because you partake a little bit more, make sure you look at the teeth. Look how big these. Actually, I'm gonna grab the other one so you can actually see. I love, because I smoke these, so, and I pack them myself. So the finer the grind is, the easier it is to pack and all that stuff. But if you have, your normal grinders are like what, 3? Where'd it go? They're like 3.5 inches or something. And so, this is a normal size grinder. Shout out to Sharpstone. And so the teeth on this one, because they're close together, you're going to get a nice fine grind. Now, with this one, again, you can see the size difference. I didn't even think to, I mean, I ordered it online, but even if I ordered it in the store, I wouldn't have, Battle Guy said, I went to high school with you. You were expelled for what you did to that special needs student in the bathroom. You had every nerve to brag to us about how you gave him the stinking pinky. Shout out to high school. That did not happen. But yeah, so these teeth are so much further apart. In fact, let's take the caps. And so I did find a workaround. But that is just my PSA to all of you. If you've been, having to pack your grinder to the gills, and you're like, you know what, why don't I just get a bigger grinder? Check the teeth. But if you don't check the teeth, and you end up realizing that you're stuck with that, my boy helped me figure something out, and I'll show you in a minute. So, Morty, get out of the way. I don't know why, but I love using my workbook to roll up on. It's just more fun that way. Going through the chat. Thank you for hanging out, guys. If you could double tap that screen, I would very, very much appreciate. Are you guys on TikTok? Have you guys heard about Rapture talk? Does anyone here believe the Rapture's coming today or tomorrow or this week? Xavier, I mean, hey man, you gotta listen to Happy Wife, Happy Life, right? Happy Life, Happy Wife. Asked me to stop doing flamingo impressions, so I had to put my foot down. Love it, love it, love it. I started smoking the spring break of my senior year in high school. So I used to be straight edge. There was a big hardcore, not like hardcore metal, but like breakdowns, a hardcore music scene in my hometown, and being straight edge was a big thing. And so for the longest time, I'd never done any of that. And then my friend was like, "Hey, you want to try this?" We were at a party. I was like, all right, let's do it. And never stopped. I never stopped. So we can go with the Captain Junkie. We got Gary's Breakfast. We got Glitter Bomb. And we got some soap. This one, they were running low on. So I'm going to save that one. And then I usually just go with which is the most full. So definitely some Glitter Bomb. Now they're about even, but these are bigger nugs. So this looks like it's more full. And I always like to do 2 strains. Do half and half. I look really healthy. Well, thank you. R.I.P. Charlie Kirk. Exactly. E.T. Are you talking of drug paraphernalia? Maybe. Circle holes are still too small. I have a grinder with trapezoid holes. Hard to find. Interesting. I am 35, just like chillin'. I am 35. That so I didn't even know about the trapezoid holes, but I'm gonna show you a little trick that'll get you a fine grind. So first, of course, you want to make sure you don't have any stems, obviously. And pack her up nice and good. I like to, even though these are pretty decent nugs where there's not a lot of well, is that damn bro about my age? Jesus, I'm not that old. Even though this isn't super stemmy, like this is higher quality stuff, I still like to break it up a little bit and keep it relatively flat. And that helps with the technique that is coming later. And I gotta shout out Daniel Cabrera. I have a feeling he's gonna pop in. He rarely doesn't make my my normal streams. Again, guys, subscribe. I am live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, down in the studio talking about real shit. But he's usually working around that time. He's the one that showed me this technique. I have a weird feeling that he's gonna show up and he's gonna get all the credit. We love drug paraphernalia. Not all of it, just the good stuff. Well, If any cops are listening, I definitely do not have any other type of paraphernalia at all in this household. Alright, so that's for the glitter bomb. We got a nice half thing of glitter bomb. Then we're going to add the Gary's Breakfast. Gary! I assume that's a reference to SpongeBob, but I don't know. And again, then I will show you how, even with giant teeth and the holes too big, because that's really what it is. Whoever said that about the trapezoid holes, yeah, it's the fact the holes are too big. Like, if the hole is that big, then the nug that big is going to fall through, even if it's like sharp and everything. Dino, you boys that we are watching, are you the cops? No! I was just kidding. Allegedly! Shout out to Annoyed. Angry Man, that is me, the Indian Jesus, here to resurrect the second coming of Common Sense. And then we're going to be taking my co-host, Morty, on a little walk. And then I'm gonna say peace out because I work today. I got a new client. I'm gonna do that and then finish watching some BoJack or I don't know, maybe something. But so we've got our first strain there. Get our second strain all there. And again, you don't want a very topographical setting. You want it to, obviously it's gonna the flower's gonna come above the teeth a little bit, but you want to try to keep it as flat as possible because now that it's full, and again, like the reason that I bought this grinder was because I want to be able to roll 3 J's, king size J's, without having to grind and break up multiple times. What else we got in the chat? Dino, you are awesome, brother. Shout out to Kevin, said, know it all along, the son of Almighty smokes weed. Indeed he does. Hello. Hey, Annoyed sub, thank you so much. There's so much blasphemy in a stream. Actually, it is not blasphemy. Blasphemy is the claim that I am the Messiah. I'm just saying, I look like him. So, we've got a nice full grinder of oregano. That's just oregano, guys. And then the key. So the key, again, the problem is that the teeth and the holes are too big. So we want to give it a nice, as you can see, we want that all the way down. But we gotta start twisting while we're here. And some's gonna fall out, but that's okay. And then, as soon as you can get it low enough, you flip it upside down. You flip it upside down. So now it keeps getting ground. Okay. There we go. Keeps getting ground. Gotta work through it a little bit. But it won't fall through the holes. Alright, I pushed it down too much. Alright, let's try again. There we go. I am a weakling. I am. Every super chat is $2. Or every $2, you guys super chat, I have to do a push-up. So help bulk me up. So now we're still grinding, and it's not going through the holes. Now I'll give it a nice finishing touch. Make sure it's all done. I didn't lose too much out of that. Lost a little bit here, but whatever, we'll throw that on. Now let's see what it looks like. Looking more beautiful today, baby girl. Thank you so much. Homeless Russell Brand. I'm in my home, bro. What you mean? If we were on the walk with Morty, maybe you could say that. But I'm literally in my home. I own this shit. You own your house or you paying rent? Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, let's see what we got. Now that is a nice, fine grind, even though those teeth and those holes are gigantic. That is the way to do it. So then we get our rollies. Oh, running low. I got one already, and then I got a half. So we'll do 3. So we're gonna line up 2 over here. I broke in. If I was gonna break in somewhere, it would be a lot nicer than this. There's a 1-bedroom condo. Like, my bedroom does not have doors. My bedroom doesn't have doors. It doesn't have doors. The floor just ends. The floor just ends. So yeah, I would break in somewhere nicer. But hey, yeah, vegetables. That's all we're doing. All we're doing is playing with vegetables. It's a little bit of oregano. Nothing wrong with a little bit of oregano. So then we've got that. We've got our handy dandy funnel thingy and my packing stick. Pause. And from here, it's much easier. You got to look for this the extra strip so that you don't fold that over. Make sure of that. Roll it around to the other side. And then, key is you don't want to take too much, but you don't want to take too little, because you have a natural tendency to pack hard when you get everything in there. So I'm going to take about that much and just kind of tap it in. Tap-a-roo. Sorry if that's loud. So that it is even. So like if I were to put way more in the funnel and try to pack it in, then the top of, so like right now the top of everything felt here. So I'm going to pack this a little bit harder. So that's going to be a little bit tighter, and this is going to be a little bit looser. So I probably should have put it even a little bit less, but that's okay, because we'll fix it in the end. If you know, you know. So from here, because I know that that bottom is going to be loose, pause, then I can pack a little tighter up top. Shout out to John Castle, not Robert, not Jason, and not whatever the other guy's name was. I'm missing Mike, last name Hawk. Welcome, Richard Murrayhead. Clipped a few. Hey, there you go. Clipped a few plants. Send me some, John. What's good? What's good? What's good? Just rolling up a little and then taking a little walk with Morty. Put a 1 in the chat if you know Morty. If you don't know, you should know. Morty is the one. But so nobody's heard of nobody's heard of Rapture Rapture TikTok. Supposedly the Rapture is happening today or tomorrow. And I triggered a bunch of weird people on TikTok by posting a video that's saying, because I'm the Indian Jesus, I have a direct line to God, and he told me that the Rapture is for anybody, atheist or otherwise, who did not make a TikTok video about the Rapture. They didn't like that. They didn't like that. Kevin said, I learned a good trick if you pack too hard. Take a hat pin, push it right through the center, and you'll get a good draw. That, yeah, and I do like a tighter pack. I suppose that would work. But so remember how I said in the beginning, you want to make sure that you're packing enough in your first scoop, because the bottom is going to be loose. So now we're full, but again, give you a nice solid pack all the way around of oregano or tobacco, whatever you choose, as long as it's legal. So now this is going to hold pretty well up here. Of course, we're good, but you could feel down here. I mean, you could even see that, like, I'm getting a lot of extra here. Hey, how do I heart this? Hey, shout out to Dan Jensen in the building. I don't have any food to give Morty. Oh, I got crackers. I'll give him a cracker. Thank you. Morty needs drugs and treats. He always... So these stems that go at the end here, those are always for him. But, of course, every donation comes with a treat. Let me make sure he's on camera. Oh, Yeah, there it is. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, thank you, thank you so very, very much. There we go. John with the sound effects. Very much appreciated, guys. Every single donation, 99 cents or more, gets Morty a treat. And that means any super chat. And you know what? We're being degenerates today. Yeah. Okay, so thank you again, Dan, my boy. And yeah, it's actually the green apple fireball. And it's not, it tastes better, but it's not as good. And I'll get back into that in a second. But, so again, you can see that, like, there's a lot of extra space in there. But this is packed tight. So all I want to do is even that out. So I just want to roll between my fingers to get from what's up here to go down there. Morty, oh my god! He just, all those fucking stems that I just showed you, he literally just sneezed. Oh, I'm so glad you didn't sneeze into the grinder, bro. Anyway, to Kevin Vastola. Yep, that is what this is. Oregano or tobacco. It is absolutely nothing illegal. Yep, well, John, that's exactly why I like the fireball shooters. Because I have a bottle of the fireball, but I prefer to put them in the shooters because it just feels gritty. You know, for those of you who don't know, I used to be a drug addict. And there's something about the detestability of living that life. So it's just like, yeah, you're not supposed to do any of this, but I'm doing it all. So there we go. So I just, you know, kind of even that out a bit. I'm going to give this, again, another pack. See if I can make it even more perfect. Boom. And that's exactly what I did, John. I bought the 10-pack, and then I kept 5 of the shooters, and then I have the bottle, and I specifically pour it from the bottle into the shooters because it makes me feel more like a degenerate. And boom. Now, you can't do that. I mean, okay, it's got a little bit of give, but boom. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you take 2 strains, a grinder that is too big, a king-size cone, and you make a perfect joint. Well, I like the same guy pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. I always like to do a little cleaning up. So, all the little... So again, the stems there are for Morty when this is all done. We got a little extra flour. Numero dos. I'm so upset with you guys for not knowing about the Rapture and Rapture talk. Like, people are leaving laminated instructions for those of us who won't be raptured and have to deal with the tribulations of whatever the rapture is. And like, I saw one video of a lady, she's like, when you're getting pulled up, don't hold on to anything. Like, don't hold on to anything? Is that really all it would take? So God is saying, now is the time that Jesus Christ is coming back to earth, and you are being raptured into heaven. But if you're lifting weights at the time, you don't get to get in. I don't understand how you, like, I get, you know, run-of-the-mill Christianity. For most people, it's just kind of a background thing, and, you know, you believe it, but you don't really spend that much of your life focused on at least the truth claims of religion. But, like, how do you get to a place, like, there's a video of a chick, like, crying, and when I say crying, I mean, she is legitimately terrified. She's like, what about our family members that are gonna stay here? I can't, oh my god! It's like, lady, this is a thing that is only on TikTok. What's John saying here? Never drink the that sugar liquor. Yep, the sugar makes it nasty as well. Hey, TV viewerski, welcome to the party. TV viewerski, you have had to have heard of Rapture TikTok. Please tell me I'm not the only one who knows about this fucking trend. There's no way. There's no way I'm the only one who knows that the Rapture is coming. And that it's only for atheists. Wouldn't that be hilarious? That would be the biggest fucking troll of all time. You want to talk about gripers and apolitical memeing and death cult meme culture, all that shit. Imagine having the devil. Imagine there is the devil. Satan actually exists. And he's like, yo, I'm gonna get a whole segment of the population to believe like I'm their god. I'm gonna send this guy down just to kill him, and then they're gonna be like, yeah, this is right and just. And then I'm gonna tell them that the rapture is coming. Oh shit. And that all their friends and family who don't listen to them be annoying as fuck in their face about, have you heard the word? The bird is the word. They're gonna get stuck here on Earth while I'm fucking shit up, but you get to come hang out. Well, no, I know the idea of the rapture is not new, but I'm specifically saying today, right? Today is supposed to be the rapture, today or tomorrow. Again, numero dos, a little bit of space on top, nicely packed, rather loose on the bottom. Even it up. Oh, okay, I thought you said I heard about it since the 90s. Yeah, same exact thing. And I cannot wait for Thursday, because some people are saying today, some people are saying tomorrow. So if it doesn't happen today, then people are like, oh no, it's gonna be tomorrow. But by Thursday, it's like, remember Y2K? Yeah, exactly. It's today or tomorrow. See, now this is good because I didn't even it out enough. So this is still loose down here, but this is still too tight up here. So we just give it another run, and then when I get to about here, I'm gonna actually like pinch it. And so now that is up here. And so again, I can just filter all the stuff from up top down my fingers. Ladies, yes, these fingers are for things other than just rolling perfect J's. That was a big thing when I was into the, do you guys know what gloving is? I'm sure you would know if you saw it. But, like, the rave kids that would put the white gloves with the lights at the end. That stuff. Yeah, for years. I was, like, dead serious about that. Yeah, we're just hanging out. I figure I started drinking already. I got a new client today. I'm gonna be watching either if there's new stuff on Netflix or some BoJack. But I don't have any friends, so I want to come talk to you guys. Milo Millet 225. Welcome to the party. I am just rolling up some perfect joints of either oregano or tobacco, whichever it looks like to you. You are correct. That's 2 out of 3. We're gonna do one more with my perfect strategy and technique. If you missed it, my grinder is too big. If you ever want to buy a big grinder, make sure you check the size of the teeth and the holes. The size of the holes is going to be the size of your nugs. But if you grind upside down and don't let it fall through the holes, like, this is the top of the grinder. If you actually, imagine the rest of it is connected. Actually grind like that. Then it'll continue grinding, and then you flip it. And then, even though, like, look at the size of these holes versus the coarseness, or rather fineness, of this flour. It's the perfect technique. Again, we do a little bit of cleaning up. I'm fucking hot. Why am I hot? I need a little kratom. Light 'em! If you don't know what kratom is, then don't Google it. Don't worry about it. You don't need it. I can promise you. Well, Diamond, you bring up an interesting conversation. Diamond says you never run out of lighters, I see. Well, actually, I need to introduce you to the Bic lighter conspiracy. So, this was the last lighter that I pulled out of that 50-pack. You can see the, the paper, nice big barcode, one language. You can also see that it says from France on there. And then if you look at the child lock, it's not protruding. This lasted 1 week. 1 week before I was getting that. It just so, and this was from the 50-pack, but it was also happening with the last 5-pack that I bought before the 50-pack. So it's not just the 50-pack, and I've been talking about this on TikTok. It's not just this, that, or whatever. People are experiencing this all over. I happened to find, I got a new dresser here because my parents are moving, and so I was cleaning out the drawers, and I found an old 5-pack. Now again, already, the most obvious thing is the childproof thing. That is different than that. Then we look. It's got a bunch of, on the metal, it's got, let's see if it'll focus on that. It's got got a bunch of numbers and stuff, but it doesn't say where it's from. And then the paper is also very different. I've been using this one for about 3 days. Lights like a normal lighter. So then, let's take another one from the 50-pack. I have not touched this lighter yet. This is the first time I'm touching this. You just saw it live on air. Live on air. You saw it, right? So, Cosmic Vision sent 100 something. I don't know what that is, but thank you so very much. So I guarantee you it's going to take at least 2 flicks. And then, so we have a decent size. Even still it's smaller. And I've been using this for almost a week. And then, within a week, they run out. Not only that, but let's say, no, let's use this one. Let's say I'm lighting, right? And so I'm gonna be, if I'm like this, I want to light like that, right? So I want to look how small that is compared to. Oh no, where'd it go? Where'd my good one go? Compared to, that's a full flame. Just because I'm holding it sideways shouldn't mean anything, especially, if I'm going to be using glass. Then you're going to be upside down, almost. So there is a Bic lighter conspiracy. It may be basic shrinkflation, but it might be the French. I don't know which, but something is going on. Something is going on. Oh no, we got one left. Who else jumped in? Do you say you need to white them before and after? What? What ethnicity is the Indian Jesus? I don't know. We got more. You know the guy that give you the joint and doesn't stop talking? What's in your mouth? My teeth? My tongue? Who's Chris? Oh, Chris, have I seen you on panel before? I don't know, but again, so we start, you find the glue strip, and make sure you rotate so that the glue strip is flattened. Boom. Then you get a solid, but not too much. A little bit more. That's how much you want to start with. Let that be the base. Because remember, you need the bottom to be loose because you want to pack the top tightly and then even it out. I try to get all of it in before I do any packing. Boom. That's a good first pack. That's a good first pack. We got a little bit of flexibility there, but all of this is nice and flat. So then, now that I know that I got a good first pack, the paper thing is the joint. What do you mean? It's a joint. This is plastic. This is just a funnel to help get the weed into the joint. But yeah, so on the first one, I packed too much. So I wanted bigger loads, pause, when I was loading. But now that this is tighter, I want to do smaller bits at a time because I'm going to need that. I'm not going to need as much space. And we'll get a couple more. Last time it took 40 minutes to light, and then he stopped stream. I never said what does the title say? The title does not say, we are going to smoke together. The title says, rolling up. And thank you, Ellie. It is educational. I'm teaching you how to roll the perfect joint. If you use a grinder that is too big, and or the raw cones, king size. It's not my fault you can't read. Now, if I had posted something that said, "Hey, let's smoke together," and then I did that, well, that would be annoying. I would completely understand why you'd be annoyed by that. But that's not the title of the video. The title of the video is we're rolling up, and we're taking Morty for a walk. And I decided to change those, so we still have Morty's walk to go. But I'm not smoking on stream. Because that's illegal. If it were weed, of course, but it's not. Chris said, we haven't been on the same panel yet. Well, hopefully it happens soon. Does anybody, I don't know what circles you run in. I've definitely seen your name before. But I don't know what circles you run in. But Gridiron Motorsports is supposedly holding some Battle Royale thing this Friday. I don't know the full details. But it starts at 9, so I'm going to start my panel, or I mean my stream, normally at 8 p.m. And then we'll all just go over there to wherever I'm going, whatever I'm doing. Boom. So then again, we're almost at the tippy top. We get a nice solid pack one more time. Flatten her out. Boom. And again, we use that little bit of looseness at the bottom to even it all out. So spend a little more time there because it's a little tighter. I love it when it's tight. Should we smoke? Put one in the chat if you would smoke with me. I roll pregnant baby dicks. I'm not the greatest at doing that. Well, I mean, I am great at rolling for real, but this is just too convenient not to do. But I prefer, I mean, the thing with joints is that they're very hard to fuck up, and so there's not really an incentive to get better at it, because if it looks like a fucking fat baby dick, then whatever. TB Viewerski's gotta run. All right, we're gonna give him a nice pat on the head and licking some weed fingers. He loves his weed fingers. Thank you very much for hanging out, brother. All right, let's see. Are we good to go? Good to go. Yep. Perfect. Now that is perfection. Lock it in. Let's take a swig. Oh shit. Let's drop it. Let's take a swig, and then we're gonna take a walk. And that's the end of the stream. I told you we ain't smoking. Cheers. Oh. See, I don't need it. I don't need a chaser for regular Fireball because it tastes like Fireball. But this stuff tastes like apple and then regular whiskey. And a bad regular whiskey at that. Now, let me just clean up here. thank you for watching the tutorial on how to roll the joints so fucking amazing that you will be blasted all night. And my focus is that I want the joints to be tight enough so that I have enough in there that I don't need to be smoking 7 million different joints. But I also want it loose enough that once I light it, it stays lit and it stays cherry. I don't want to have to be lighting it every single hit. And there we go. Like I said, Morty's got his feast. You want that? Yummy, 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 yum, 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 yum. Here, get all the crumbs. Get all the crumbs. Oh, you lazy bastard. We're all waiting on you, Mort. We're all waiting on you. That's it? That's all you're gonna do? Alright.